Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. So every holiday season, I talk about the concept of abolishing all national holidays. And do I dislike holidays or do I not like what they represent? No, it's not that. I think the people can better choose when they want to take a day off rather than have the federal government dictating that. That's all there is to it, right? I love our veterans as much as anybody else. In fact, the other day, I said a quick prayer to our veterans. I prayed to the God of Peter Dislike, as you guys saw. And I prayed for them. And am I ungrateful about Thanksgiving? And no, no, I give thanks every day. I just don't think that we need to take a day off to do it, right? And so I think that people can decide when they want to take a day off a lot better than the federal government. So we just had Mary Curry's birthday. She turned 157 years old this year. Last year, when she turned 156, I celebrated by extracting some polonium 210 out of her vacuum cleaner, of all places, if you can believe it. So it turns out that when radon in the air decays, it decays into a bunch of other isotopes, and some of those positively charged nucleuses stick to various particles in the air, and household dust can be considerably radioactive. A Geiger counter can pick it up, and I decided to concentrate it by mixing it with drain cleaner and hydrogen peroxide. A mixture of that makes something called piranha solution. Pretty much just it destroys all the organic material and leaves behind the sludge, right? The metal ions, the polonium 210 especially, among other things. And then I distilled out the uh, piranha solution and it was left with some sludge. And when I put the Geiger counter up to the sludge, it went grr, 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 grr. I'll never forget that noise. And so that was fun, right? And but it was I had that day to myself because none of my roommates took Mary Curry's birthday off. Right, didn't mean anything to them, right? And that's what I love about having these personalized holidays. Right? Nobody's going to take off on a day like that, and right. And if you go to your favorite restaurant, it's not going to be too busy. And so I'd much rather have a day off like that than Thanksgiving or Christmas, right? Because nobody else is going to take that day off. The other day I like to take off sometimes is, well, Mary Curry got reincarnated into Polish Idol season one winner Evelina Falenta. I sometimes take her birthday off, and I like to celebrate Evelina Falenta as a Singles of Pride Day, and sometimes I go to my favorite restaurant by myself, and the restaurants aren't going to be too busy and all that. And that's a lot more enjoyable than a Christmas day where nothing is open, where you're either stuck at home, stuck in traffic, right? Just a thought. But what I'm thinking of doing is that maybe if I can get enough people to think the same way, we could protest it by going outside of the White House and making noise every fucking holiday, right? Imagine every Thanksgiving, every Christmas, there's so many protesters just outside of the White House protesting this. To the point that nobody at the White House can have any peace about the holidays anymore. Imagine how quickly that might get some discussion about it, right? Just a thought, right? It's probably not going to happen this year, but just a thought. This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. Oh, I need to use my Geiger counter to play Peter Dislike, right? You get that polonium sludge thing again. Peter Dislike, right? I need to do that at some point.